Good morning, Bridge Nation. It's Thursday, day number 19 in the month of May 2022. We say good morning and welcome to Up and Go right here on the Bridge 99 FM to the world. My name is Richie B.
Blessings, Bridge Nation. You know this is your boy Shellz.
Good morning, Bridge Nation. It's the girl Queen Jojo.
Morning, Bridge Nation. DJ Odd, the present.
Everybody there?
Yes, sir.
Come on. Right on time.
Yeah.
I took a glance a while ago, although I'm not going to detail right now, at the work that's ahead of us. Mm-hmm. And if it continues like this, Shellz, we might have to take a placard and go outside and say, hey, we want more money. Jody,
hey,
you're giving us a lot to do today.
Really?
I think so. Every segment is filled and overloaded, it seems.
Hey, if it's what Bridge Nation needs, we got them. We got you.
Yeah, we're here to inform, to educate, and to entertain. And in addition to what's on our script, we do have a few more things that we'll delve into throughout the morning.
That's
so
right.
we got our work cut out. How's everybody doing today?
We're there. We're good. We give thanks.
Yeah?
Giving thanks for the day.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, it's time now for us to get inside of
WTF.
What
the facts? All right now, Bridge Nation. You're the one and now. So, a New Orleans hotel, yes, a hotel, offered a $15,000, of course, US dollar, stay to whoever stole the, and they quote, most outrageous item from them. So in March 2019, the Roosevelt Hotel in New Orleans decided to celebrate its 125th anniversary by offering a free 7-night stay in its presidential suite, along with complimentary private dinners and spa treatments worth a whopping $15,000. But this wasn't a standard giveaway, because the prize was only available to the person who returned the most outrageous item ever stolen from the hotel.
Okay.
Draw them, I try to draw out the teeth, you know.
Yeah, man. Show him the door and say, this is where you thought you would have stayed.
Be a police in that president. Be a police in that presidential suite. But I'm wondering what this outrageous item is.
I'm trying to figure it out. There, years ago, it would be said that persons who were traveling, sometimes from Jamaica in certain entourage, would an iron would go missing or some towels or stuff like that.
No,
but those are not outrageous.
No, sir.
No.
And an entourage. I mean, I need an entourage. Need a couple lotion off a move.
No, those are complimentary.
Those
are complimentary. Yeah, those are complimentary, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All soap, for that matter.
Come on. You don't need that.
But when I go iron on,
and I probably move all that painting.
I'm on a try for iron board one time.
Oh yeah, I got cut with the iron board.
I have a wine like popcorn. Why?
Why do that? What going? What going on in your life?
How to wrap it as a gift.
You never know something forward there, so with it, man. You never see.
A few people actually gave some Jamaican entertainers a bad rap as a result of those actions, though.
Yeah.
And thankfully, we don't hear of those kinds of things happening again. But if you've been in the business as long as I have, you'd have heard many stories. All right. Well, I hope the hotel gets back that very valuable item, and I hope that the thief will cooperate.
Let's hope so.
And possibly end up getting a stay inside of the the
presidential suite.
Yeah. All right. Maybe they have nighttime chef and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So go for it. 27 and a half now past the hour of 6 o'clock. That was
What the Fact.
All right, so let's go. Migos sparks breakup speculation after Offset unfollows Quavo and Takeoff on Instagram.
Say it ain't so.
Crack me up sometime, Takeoff. So fans are wondering if the Migos are going their separate ways after a social media user noticed Offset unfollowed his fellow rappers Quavo and Takeoff. The persons are like, have they called it quits? Because guess what? Quavo and Takeoff has a song coming out soon, very soon.
Oh.
So persons are like, Migos done finally split up. LOL. One person tweeted, Migos breaking up would be the worst thing, worse than the Beatles.
Okay.
Other person. I
right.
think that's a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody else said rap is dying. That was also a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Migos may have split. Kid died. Somebody's like, this is too much. What is happening here on Twitter? So Twitter is in
Shambles.
in shambles, basically. Is like, what is happening? We want to know. And then Cardi, she, cause she got back up offset.
Yeah.
She unfollowed everybody as well. But
What?
Quavo and Karuche is in Jamaica, having a good time. So
Take off on who? Quavo and who?
you know what hear me, right?
Quavo and who?
Karuche.
Karuchi as in
Chris
Chris
Brown
Brown
ex.
ex.
Some people say Chris there somewhere. I watch.
Chris no business about Karuchi. No business
That's
about, no business about karate.
You see, in most recent girlfriend, Richie look just like
The man have a type.
a type.
He has a
which
type.
is Karuche, look exactly like her. That's creepy, but yeah.
I didn't know that Karuchi and
Quavo.
are an
Hey.
item.
Never know that either.
Nobody knows.
Welcome to
still.
Jamaica, guys.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome
man.
to Jamaica.
Have a good time.
Of course.
Enjoy.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's what's happening with Migos. So we're not sure if them because the thing is, guys, they have said that they will do separate stuff.
That's
But
how it starts.
but that's how it
That's
starts
how it always
too,
starts,
because they
yeah.
said that they would stick together no matter what. But
Yeah.
people are like,
For me personally, I'm not care if them break up or nothing. As long as the friendship and the camaraderie stay intact, because them look like genuine brothers, like
That's
growing
what
up
I'm
from long
thinking
time. Remind me
too.
of Destiny's Child. For make them sound like Destiny's Child. But
Yeah.
I mean, you get what man say, like
right,
yeah, and
The look.
that's the vibe from coming from childhood up to now. So let's hope them alright still.
right,
And but bigger than Beatles. All right.
Wow.
But yeah, all right. So we have a look at reasoning about the Oscars coming back up in the picture again in a Richie. Here we go on. So the ABC Entertainment president reveals that the network is open to Chris Rock hosting the 2023 Oscars following Will Smith's ban. Yeah, so during a recent exclusive interview, the ABC president of entertainment, Craig Erwich, said that despite the intense controversy that followed the Oscars slap, the network is open to Chris Rock hosting the next year's award show. The decision is likely due to many industry insiders praising how Chris handled the situation despite being assaulted live on stage. He went on, the president that is went on to say, my assessment of the Oscars was that it was a really successful year for the show, obviously. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy, which overshadowed a lot of the positive things about the show, but I was really happy with the program. Even before that unfortunate moment, the show started off up year over year, and we came back in a big way. Okay, Mr. Erwich. So yeah, he's saying that, look, we're open to Chris coming back and hosting. Again, I hope you know what Chris saying, right?
I'm wondering what clauses Chris might put in it.
Exactly, because Chris,
Maybe he will say you need to invite Will, because I'm thinking revenge.
like, right? What's happening right now, is that Chris Rock's going around right now saying that he's not talking not about Will until a big payday comes as a result. So
So probably some
so
of
he's
them
probably
will
going to
pay
say
him
the
some
same
big
thing.
bucks.
Yeah, I think he'll say the same thing to ABC. Like, yo, all right, give me some millions and we see it go. It's all about the end game for Chris Rock at this moment.
Yeah.
Let's see what it all turns out. Still overseas, actually. We want to say congratulations to Taylor Swift. She gets an honorary degree from New York University, NYU.
Okay.
And she already has a pile of Grammy Awards and so on. And now she actually has gotten this doctorate, and she's quite happy about it. She actually turned up. She says, I'm 90% sure the main reason I'm here is because I have a song called 22.
Oh, wow.
And that got the audience to smile. She said, I never got to have a normal college experience per se. I went to public school until 10th grade and then finished my education doing homeschool work on the floor of airport terminals. She actually started her music career at the age of 15, and she went off touring all over the place. But now she has sold over 100 million albums, and she has won Album of the Year, even more recently at the 2021 Grammys for the album Folklore. And she also had previous wins in 2010 for Fearless and 2016 for 1989. And she basically had some advice for the class of 2022 at NYU. She says, you've worked and struggled and sacrificed and studied and dreamed your way here today. I won't tell you what to do because nobody likes that, but I will, however, give you life hacks for when I was starting out my dreams as a career. And she ended with a quote, never be ashamed of trying. Effortlessness is a myth.
Ooh.
Yeah, powerful statement
All right.
from Taylor Swift, who got an honorary doctorate from the New York University. It's a good look. Shaggy just got a doctorate recently too.
Yes.
So
All right.
it's a good look.
Yes, sir.
23 now before 7 o'clock. That was Update. And now it's time for us to get right inside of our proverb of the day.
That's right. And our proverb of the day is white mouth fowl does eat and then wipe him out in grass. White mouth fowl does eat and then wipe him out in grass.
I got nothing.
I
don't know what that means.
No, you don't.
Like
and
English.
this is from Barbados, by the way. So this
big up.
proverb is from Barbados, and
big
the
up,
meaning
big up.
is some people will never show gratitude.
Oh.
Okay.
White mouth. Okay. Hey, listen.
White mouth fowl
The
does eat.
Bayesian proverb, them kind of different.
Yeah, different.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Y'all
different.
Y'all need to be nice. Y'all need to be nice.
But it's still different.
Yeah.
True. And I think you know what it is? It's the language also, you know.
yeah.
So
White
it's
mouth
like
fowl.
white mouth fowl does eat and then wipe him out in grass.
Yeah.
So
That's how they speak.
I saw them talk.
Yeah.
So some people will never show gratitude. So
That's
just
true.
in case you're in Barbados and somebody says it to you, just know what they're saying to you.
Yeah.
All right, so we head over to pet peeve. Pet peeve are things that others do that you might find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. And we have one for you this morning.
Hi everyone. I find it very annoying when someone is chewing or drinking loudly. When someone interrupts another person who is speaking, and I find it very annoying for people who walks very slow.
Okay.
I like the last one there.
What was the last one
The
again?
last one said she hate people. Oh, no, I said hate. Her pet peeve is when people walk too slow.
What? You know,
Yeah,
we can't
man.
deal with
You
it
can't
now.
take
When
it.
the pet peeve, them I get really
You
out
can't
of
take
hand
it.
at this point.
You
What
can't
about you
take it.
about arthritis?
And that
Yeah,
means
they
say
know.
my knee bad. What me supposed to do?
Hey,
Brisk walk and make it worse?
hey, it's all about the context. Cause I'm telling you, say, yo, I'm going on tax office yesterday, not Richie.
Hey.
Me there in the line, Richie. And the woman collect my documents, Richie.
Hey.
And the woman, me don't know why them walk so slow.
You know what? You just want to get it
Jeez,
done,
please.
and you don't have
Exactly.
the patience.
So
So
that's-
it
Were
looks
you-
like you're
were you in a
moving
rush?
slow.
Yes.
You're in a rush. Okay.
Yes,
No,
so
now I understand.
so if like the person who's walking slow is in the way of your progress in your day, then yeah, obviously them are gonna get pioneers. But if it's a regular person, not a problem with them. Go and walk
Okay.
slow, as long as they walk.
Several pet peeves this listener has. Didn't I hear one about
Yeah, chewing loudly and
You
slurping.
don't like persons
Yeah, that's
who
slurping.
choose loudly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And all
Yeah,
of
man.
them,
Yeah, man. Put that. Yeah.
somebody's like,
Hey.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
man. Put that mute.
That
on
is
that
not
one.
something that Richie Rainford doesn't like. Him hate.
Him
if I'm
is
reading a
like,
reaction.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
correctly.
Yeah.
But that
makes
can be a
sense.
little bit off-putted, really,
Yeah.
depending where you are. So if
Yeah.
I'm sitting in front of you and you're chewing low, it kind
Yeah.
of...
The slurpers would say that it's not that they
You know.
intended. I've heard this explanation. They really didn't intend to slurp, but they're not seeing what is in the bottom of the cup, for instance, and then they're pulling, and then they buck up on emptiness. So you. So they'll say sorry. That's how that slurp came out.
Oh man.
But there are others now who seem to be searching. Like, although the thing done it, they might go around the whole
That
corner.
is why, well, I do that sometimes, depending on if it's my favorite drink.
Like I said, it's only
Make
one.
sure it's everything done.
That is when the slurp come out.
Let me tell you, one food alone, I have no problem hearing when people are shelling. A hot patty.
Oh.
I want to know how people can silently eat
No,
hot
man,
patty.
no.
Like that can't.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. Yeah.
If I see you eating a hot patty and not doing that,
Yeah.
never call it
Patty
iron
not
mouth.
Well, yeah.
Iron mouth.
Yeah. Call the feds too. Call the feds too. Something wrong. Couple priests. Something wrong.
Oh my goodness. that was our pet peeve this morning.
At this time, we'll be getting ready to speak with Minister Pearnel Charles Jr., who is the current Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. He has introduced a new campaign called Grow Smart, Eat Smart as part of the National Food Security Thrust. We understand from the Minister that this campaign will target several priority areas, among them crop production, climate-smart practices and technologies, access to finance, and advancing and expanding insurance for farmers, and also facilitate development of a national farming thrust and expansion of fisherfolk and farmers insurance. So it sounds like an all-encompassing kind of package. I caught quite a bit of the minister's presentation in Parliament, and I immediately engaged my producer, and I said to her, wherever the minister is, we need to put him on a tracker so we can get some more information from him. And it has worked out, because we do have him this morning. Morning, Minister Charles Jr., Pearnel Charles Jr., how are you doing?
Morning, sir.
I'm actually here in Guyana.
Okay.
Waiting to go to the important CARICOM conference. So you are the first interview that I've had since coming down here to the important meeting.
We feel good about that.
Yes,
Thanks for making the time to accommodate us, Minister. This is a very important matter and an important development as you have proposed it in Parliament. And I'd like for you to share with the nation a little bit more detail about the Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign that's about to be launched.
This campaign, this national movement, really is for us to reset our mindset, Richie. It's for us to think differently, to act differently, and to see what we can do with every inch of our land space in Jamaica. It was born out of the need for us to solidify our efforts to establish food security in Jamaica and in this region. The campaign is going to allow for us to look on what we have done, and the ministry has done a very good job. RADA and the ministry and all of the farmers and fishers in Jamaica have put us in a situation where even throughout the pandemic, we were able to present record-breaking amounts of production in our country. So imagine if we can take a more precise approach. Imagine if we can reduce the waste and see all of the mangoes and the ackee and the things on the side of the road going to waste. Imagine if we can implement better farm management so that, where you think about making 10,000 pounds per acre, you really can make 30,000 pounds per acre. So it's about doing better with what we have. And it is going to not just help us in terms of farming and as fishing, but it's going to help us in terms of our approach as a country. Because I think it's a mindset shift. It's a resetting of our mindset. And I'm looking forward to really engaging, going across the country, linking up with the Ministry of Health and Education and Security and Technology, and creating all of the linkages that are needed for us to get every single Jamaican, and I mean everyone. So if you are 3 years old, you can be a part of this campaign. You can learn about farming at an early age. If you're 30 years old, you can be a part of this campaign, whether you are a doctor or whether you are already a farmer in the field.
Yes.
There's a role for all of us to play in terms of growing smart and eating smart.
Yes. So, Minister, would there be, specific areas in the agricultural sector that will be targeted under this campaign?
Yes. So, our effort is to see how we can identify those challenging areas. We know that we have issues in terms of accessing finance, and we know we have issues in terms of just structure in the sector itself, as well as predatory larceny and other things which we have been hindered by for decades. So the focus is for us to create opportunities using technology, using the RADA mobile app that we launched, using research and development to expand now the opportunities for farmers and fishers to access financing, to expand the opportunities for us to use local research and local materials to reduce the costs and keep costs stable for animal feed and fertilizer and all the things we need to produce. And as I said, very importantly, is to find the ways now for us to get into the schools, the churches, the communities, and get everyone involved in some way. So you're talking now about when if you look on the internet or read the news, you hear a lot of scary, headlines. Wheat is being hoarded, and food shortages to come. All of these things, we should take them as a call to action. So if we know that down the line there may be some difficulty, some delay, some barriers to us importing the items that we are used to importing for years, now is the time, Richie. Now is the opportunity for us to focus our attention on Jamaica's cassava flour, our breadfruit flour, our yam, our sweet potato, and identifying ways to create the alternatives now to the things we have become dependent on, the wheat and the flour, and creating gluten-free, organic, certified Jamaican produce and byproducts so that we can not only make more money because those things are more expensive, but we can be healthier.
Yes.
So there's so many positive impacts and consequences that will flow from us just doing things smarter. As I said, not just growing anymore. We've done well growing, but we want to grow with strategic operations, and we want to grow with doing better being our focus and our goal. And again, not just eating anymore, but making sure that we eat in such a way that whatever we consume will keep us in a state of good health. Because if we in agriculture can produce the better, healthier products, then it means that the country will be compelled to consume the better, healthier products. And what that means for Jamaica is that you'll have a more productive society, a sharper society, a smarter society. And that's the kind of Jamaica that we need going into the next decade, which is filled with uncertainty and challenges. We have to be agile. We have to be flexible. We have to be smart.
Agreed. Greetings once again, Minister Charles. This is Shellz speaking. First and foremost, sir, thank you so much for this insight. As a young Jamaican, the part where you mentioned doing better with what we have and changing that mindset on a national level, I really appreciate that, sir. So give thanks for this initiative. But sir, this big move, I have to ask, this big move sounds massive. How would this campaign be, financed or funded?
I didn't. The last part. How will it what?
How will the campaign be funded? It's a big move, so I'm curious.
Oh, funded.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. When you know people like Richie B, you don't have a problem with funding, right? That's the first thing.
True.
But no, the government. So we already have a $1 billion allocation to RADA, and we have an allocation to the ministry. And as I said, I'm not trying to replace what we are doing, right? So if you're stepping forward, I'm not trying to say that you don't step forward. I'm saying step forward with a different pace and a different precision. So we have funding already, which doesn't have to be diverted. It just has to be repurposed. And it is my intention to use the Food Agribusiness Council, which is the partnership between myself, the ministry, and the PSOJ, to see how we can bring in now the private sector funding to support some of these initiatives. And eventually, I believe strongly that if we can show in the ministry that we are utilizing the allocation we have now efficiently and effectively, we won't have a difficulty calling on increase to the agriculture ministry. I think cabinet will support it because we will be able to show that if we get more, we can do more. Agriculture is now the priority area. It is the area that is, as I said to you, any news media, any paper or TV you watch, you see that food security is the priority concern. So I think in Jamaica's preparation, we will have to make some investments And we will work with the Ministry of Finance to see that Jamaica is prepared. And we'll give also the diaspora an opportunity to be involved. That's something which I'm going to have to come back and speak to you about. But we're creating a really awesome platform for the diaspora to step in, and not just with money, but also with their mind and their might. And so all of those very, very good elements will be able to contribute to the funding in terms of financial resources.
Yes.
And also in terms of now the mental fortitude and the discipline that's going to be needed for us to push this forward.
Yes. Minister, it's also good that you did not leave out, obviously you couldn't have left out the fisher folk. We see that you're revamping the school garden program, but if you will, shed a little bit more light on an initiative that was announced as well, the Name Them and Shame Them initiative. What is that all about?
You know, the reality is, you know, we have to try everything to cut down predatory larceny. All of what I'm talking about is at risk if we can't find a way to cauterize or eliminate predatory larceny. It is perhaps one of the single greatest deterrents to young people entering farming or fishing. It is, it is causing significant hampering of persons being able to access financing, and it is an economic and emotional, just a massive weight on families who are affected. So we're trying to use every mechanism to expose the criminals, to let them know that we will not stop, we won't be deterred, and to ensure that we can use mechanisms to get the community involved. So if we expose them, if we name them, they will be embarrassed, and others who are looking on will perhaps have to think twice about getting involved. And also the community will know who they're dealing with. And so they will be able to either avoid or prepare. And I tell you this, I've done the research, and a lot of the elements that we will be putting into our predatory larceny prevention, we're not going to expose it now publicly. Because in terms of national security approach, and you know, Richie, that I started out as state minister there.
Yes.
To be effective, you can't tell everything. You have to do it. So I just tell the country, we have given a framework of some of the aspects, the general aspects, the database, the campaign and use of genome sequencing and tagging.
Yes.
But there's much more that we are putting into thinking and implementing around predatory larceny.
Okay.
And I must tell you, we have a very, very strong working group that we have put together of specialists who are JDF trained, externally trained, JCF specialists, persons who have have done extensive research in this area, and legal minds as well. And all of them have come together, and they will be the team supporting my team at the ministry to help us, because this is a priority. And as I said, all hands on deck.
Yes.
We have to get this right.
Thank you for that, Minister. In closing, what do you take to the CARICOM meeting that you'll be attending in Guyana today?
I think the simple message is that we have to work together. CARICOM has put out an initiative of reducing imports to the region by 25% by 2025, and that's a massive task, yes? And Jamaica, as you know, being such a significant player in CARICOM, it means we have an important role. And so, we are taking to this meeting our commitment to that goal. And we're also here. We're here with JAMPRO, and we're here with the officials from my ministry trying to mine out some opportunities.
Okay.
So I'm going to be straight. We're here to give, and we're here to take, and we're here to share. And we're going to be looking for opportunities in Ghana and seeing if we can find some land down here to grow some of the things that may not be able to be grown well in Jamaica, because it's all about food security for the region. And so we're looking into participating in the meeting and also enjoying some good bilateral conversation with some of the multilateral organizations that will be here, trying to look also on some climate financing opportunities because, again, despite me leaving that ministry, I still have the passion for climate action, and so we will have to twin the issues of climate resilience and agriculture and fisheries. And I must acknowledge my colleague, Matthew Samuda, the minister there. We're working well together now to see how we can mine out some financing opportunities for Jamaica. So all of those things are happening. It's moving parts. So I'm running now right after this to try and get ready and go to the opening ceremony.
Yes. Minister Charles, thank you so much for the time this morning and for the information you shared. Good luck with the various initiatives, and we'll definitely stay in touch. Take care.
Give thanks, sir.
Thank you, great one, and all the best to you and to everyone at Bridge 99 and to all of your listeners globally.
Thank you.
Take care. One
thank
love.
you. All the best. One love. Minister Pearnel Charles Jr., ladies and gentlemen, Bridge Nation, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. Some bold initiatives being put forward.
Huh?
You particularly like the
Come on, man.
name them and shame them.
What?
Yeah, man. It's
I
about time.
love the fact that the man say, "Oh, Richie, we're not load up the thing." Because too many times the government officials come in with these great ideas. The ideas are great, you know, but them allowed it up to the news.
It works against them in the long run. Yeah.
Come on. So I really appreciated that. Just
yeah. Time for us to get inside of our fun feature in the morning time. We call it, or at least one of them, the Secret Sound Game. We have a sound. We play it, you listen to it, then you call in and you identify the sound. And if you correctly identify that sound, we have a nice gift basket for you. Many persons have won before, and you can win today. Here's the sound that you must identify correctly. What is this? All right, if you can identify that sound, call us right now. The number to call is
876-676-4996. And we have a call on the line right now. We do?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's go. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Go on.
Go on, me, Alvin.
Oh, well, go on, Alvin. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm glad to. Yeah. It sounds like, all in days when man used to wear them big jeans, go a bush and no matter wash it and make a thing and scrubbing board.
Okay. So
it sounds like a scrubbing board sound.
All right. So it sounds like a scrubbing board.
Yes.
All right, Richie. I got deliberate with the classic judges, Come on, scrubbing.
Before my time, too.
Yeah, before your time.
Yeah, you think that's a scrubbing board?
Yes.
And the scrubbing board is something that you say farmers used to take?
No, when the farmer go to bush and have the coarse clothes where dirt and they build a scrubbing board. And just rub the brush and the clothes with the board underneath.
Oh, yeah. Now we're kind of picking up where you're going.
This.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alvin, you are a thinking man.
That's right.
And you're an active participant.
Respect.
And guess what? Today.
Quack, quack, quack.
Nothing's changed, Alvin. Thanks for trying. Have a good one. It's not a scrubbing board. And if you're old enough to remember what a scrubbing board looked like and what it was used for, big ups to you. Right now, let's find out what this person thinks about the sound that they just heard in the Secret Sound Game. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Hi,
Good
welcome.
morning.
You're on the air. How you doing?
Not bad.
Who is speaking with?
This is Ellie.
Oh, hi, Ellie. You have your answer for us, Ellie?
I didn't hear that.
Pardon?
I think it's one of those electric salt and pepper shaker.
Ooh, an electric salt and pepper shaker. And if you put that in a take this, I never hear about that one there. Ooh, Ellie, you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're thinking.
Moby.
What y'all?
Ellie.
Hey.
Tell our shells.
Quack, quack, quack. Oh. Oh, I get it.
Give me three. I don't know what this is, but it's very obedient.
Yep.
Every time I ask for three, we get it. What is it? Good morning.
Good morning, Richie B.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good morning.
I'm good.
Okay, who's calling?
Carlos.
Oh, Talis.
Wagwan Talis.
Good day, man.
Long time, you know.
Yeah,
Everything good?
so far.
Make it
I'm
great.
blessed.
Yeah, make it great. If you give us the right answer, we give you a gift. What's your answer today?
Is it a blown balloon someone is playing with?
Oh, that is a good one.
A what?
You know, when you blow up a balloon and you play it, you rub your hand over the balloon.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a
Talis.
familiar sound. I know that one, yeah.
You have to come up with an answer like that.
I like it. Richie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When the last time you blew up a
I
balloon?
wonder if
Richie?
it's Talis' lucky day today.
Probably, no.
Can find out, no?
Let's hope
Oh, no. It's a quick day.
man.
Sorry, it's a quick day. Sorry. All right. My goodness. This sound is baffling a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is it baffling you? Finally. Give me three. Right. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're out of time already.
Aw.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Tomorrow morning at 7:30, we get a chance to play one more time in the Secret Sound game. Make sure that you try, participate, and you can win. Our guest, by the way, has been in the music industry for a long time, and we know him for his unique and outstanding vocals. Many of you will remember him as one of those judges on the television series All Together Sing,
Right.
and we have caught up with him several occasions on especially music-related events. He's Michael Sean Harris, who has a passion for music, and that would have him singing and performing since high school days at Wolmer's Boys, where he was a part of the school choir. Michael was also a member of Little People and one of the founding members of Ashe Caribbean Performing Arts Ensemble, where he served as board secretary and founding director. These days, where is he hanging out? Well, he's an assistant music professor at Berklee College of Music, and he's also recently launched this Reggae Online portal that we want to be focusing on in this discussion this morning. Good morning and welcome, Michael Sean Harris. How you doing, Assistant Prof?
Greetings, sir.
I'm good. Good morning. Good morning.
Congratulations on your ascension, Michael.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
How have you been?
I'm good. You know, one day at a time.
Yes,
as usual.
yes. Now, before we sort of launch into the Reggae Online, talk to us a little bit about what it is like teaching music at Berklee College of Music, Mike.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, I was a student there, so I studied there, so it feels like coming back home. But I feel really well supported. You know, there's a lot of great faculty, and it just keeps growing and getting bigger. The students are really responsive. They have a real hunger to learn, and you know, they're paying a lot of money to come to the school, so they're demanding their money's worth in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's just a really great environment to be in, because Berklee is not like an enclosed campus, so it's, you know, there are buildings all around the city, and so it's very vibrant. Yeah.
What do you teach there specifically? And if you will, you know, what kind of comparison is there between Berklee and Edna Manley, for instance, where you also taught?
Okay. I teach at Berklee, at the moment I teach voice, and I teach a musical theater new works ensemble, and also vocal improvisation ensemble and a vocal technique class. I think the biggest difference between the campuses is that, you know, Berklee is a private institution, Edna Manley is a public institution. And so the funding is very different, and so what they can provide in terms of facilities is different. The talent that you see, I think it's, you know, it's on par. The students are equally as talented in both institutions. The faculty are also equally as adept and skillful and knowledgeable in both institutions. I think it's, you know, it's just resources. That's the biggest difference.
Okay, got you.
All right. Mr. Harris, so, you know, talk to us about now the recent launch of Reggae Online. I love the sound of it already, but what exactly is Reggae Online?
All right, so Reggae Online is like a suite of growing suite of courses around Jamaican music and culture. When I was a student at Berklee, I did some classes in Latin music and in Brazilian music, all these different things, and you saw how it was well put together and researched and analyzed and codified. And I remember calling some people asking about reggae and about different aspects of Jamaican culture and music, and we didn't have that as much. There's some books, but they're mostly not written by Jamaicans, and nothing wrong with that. But sometimes that information is skewed through the lens of somebody else. So what I wanted was a place where people who are living in Jamaica, who have made Jamaica their home, are part of the culture, part of the tradition, can present their knowledge in a way for anybody in the world to access it and to appreciate it and to learn from it. So there's stuff on so far there's stuff on like reggae rudiments, which is like the theory behind the reggae rhythms and that kind of thing. There's like a slight history course on Bob Marley's life. There's a journey through Jamaican music as well, Jamaican music history. There is the gourd banjo making. Many don't know that mento music, which is a Jamaican folk form. The banjo is very important in mento music. The banjo people associate with country music, but it's coming from Africa and the plantation and that kind of thing, and that's where it came from. Okay. So there's also stuff on wellness. There's gratitude, something on gratitude courses coming up. There's going to be some dance history and practical courses with Maria Hitchens, a reggae bass lines course, reggae keyboard, reggae drumming, reggae production and dancehall production. So those are some of the things we're working on as well.
Okay, so it sounds like it's like the content is taking form of like presentations.
It's like online self-directed courses. Is what it is. So like if you sign up on for one of those courses, then like a lesson or a module will be released to you this week, and you can go through the process, watch the videos. If you have an assignment, you can do it. And then there's an added aspect to this that whenever you do a course, you get added to this kind of a community site for all the people in the courses, or people, so there's like a reggae online community site where you can interact with the teacher. Because usually, these online courses, you don't really talk to the teacher. You just kind of do it at your own pace and get it done. Yeah. But you have this added opportunity where you can interact with the teacher. Like we have a couple people who are enrolled in the Art of Gourd Banjo Making course. Wow. And every, few weeks or every few weeks they'd post a picture or say, okay, I've reached this far in the build of the banjo and this happened. What do you think? And then the teacher would comment and say, okay, maybe try this or do this differently, that kind of thing. Okay, so, yeah.
Who are you targeting, and who would you like to become interested in checking out this reggae online portal?
Okay, when I thought of it, I thought of like three different groups of people. I thought of people around the world who love Jamaican culture, who are interested in it, who want to learn more about it from Jamaicans. And then the other group would be Jamaicans in the diaspora who want to, sometimes we think we know everything about our own culture, but sometimes we don't. And especially if you're displaced by living in another country for a while, or even if you're born in another country and your parents are Jamaican, you might want to get some information, reconnect with the culture that is, are yours as well, and learn some stuff. And then the other group that I was thinking, because I think this kind of information would spark a lot of pride and in Jamaicans. And sometimes we're not teaching this in schools. We're teaching the regular things, the math and the English and whatnot, but we're not teaching about our own culture in a big way. And I think when we're informed and we get a sense of what it is that we have, because the world knows what we have, and sometimes we don't know what we have. When we get a sense of who we are, what we produce, what we have, and what is possible for us, then I think your sense of self becomes something different, and what you can produce, how you interact with other people in the world, and how you move about the world is a different thing.
I don't know normal this then, Mr. Harris. I love it, man. I love it. So, so how can people register? Is there a process? What can we do?
Just go on the site. It's www.reggae-on-line.com. And you'll see the courses that are there now, and as new courses you'll see them as well. We're trying to do even more things on the community aspect of it as well. We want to start like a book club around Jamaican authors and Jamaican themes and that kind of thing. But maybe in June or July we'll launch that. We're kind of talking to authors and publishers now to to get certain things in place. But yeah, just go to reggae-on-line.com, and the courses will be up there. I even do voice classes through that, like online voice classes. So I have a couple students who are doing one-on-one coaching through that, and you can access the community site as well from there.
Okay.
Just look at the navigation bar.
Are you still posting your own interpretations of some big and popular songs, as you used to? I've caught a few of those back in the day.
That is something that I always love to do because, and I will. I haven't done any recently, but I plan to. Maybe this summer I'll do.
All right.
Because I love doing that.
We're looking forward to that, Michael. The information on this was just sent to me yesterday by Lloyd Stanbury. And, yes. And I immediately set to work on it with the help of my producer. Thank you, Jody. Yeah. And it really was a pleasure getting a chance to have you highlight this new development for the reggae space. And I want to wish you continued success, both in your job as assistant professor of music there at the Berklee College, and also with this new reggae portal. Best wishes to you, Michael. All the best.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, our pleasure. Yeah, man, every time. This young boy, this video has gone viral.
Just as a piece side.
Yeah. This look a youth disrespecting a school teacher in the worst way.
Wow.
And he didn't look like more than about...
I was trying to guess the age. And like it was
6,
7.
Yeah, maybe Max. 5, 6, 7, or thereabouts. And he told that teacher some of the dirtiest stuff. And she was so calm in all of it. She was not aggressive.
Nope.
Keep quiet. He referred to her as dog mess and all kinds of stuff like that.
5, 6 years
old?
Yeah.
I go in our personal life, man no want. That's why no man no want.
You know where near that.
Let me tell you something, man. I looked at the video and I'm saying to myself, but should a child like this be allowed in a public institution like that, or should they be removed and taken to a special institution that will provide the kind of support that he really needs?
Definitely, Richie. I'm in full agreement with
that. Yeah, it is really sad.
Remove a whole lot of children.
Yeah. When things like
don't want to hit me hard.
No. Yeah. Honestly, when things like these happen, they need to take drastic action.
Yeah,
with that. You understand?
And let us bear in, because
it's really help that he needs.
Exactly, because
it's not punishment I'm proposing.
Right, because he's like, 5, 6 years old, and I made a comment. I think it was over the weekend, Sunday. I believe it's one of the newspapers. I'm not too sure, remember which one, but they put out an article of a teacher saying that a 5-year-old, I believe, or a 6-year-old, saying that threatened her life.
Oh yeah.
And I said, because everybody was down, I saw them pitting this day and them go group, and I was like, listen, I understand, but we have to bear in mind who is raising them. This is important. Who are the people that are in charge of these babies? Because at the end of the day, they are babies. And the fact that he has all that to say to the teacher, I haven't seen that video already, would mean that he would have gotten it from somewhere. So he has heard this. This was said in his presence, right? And we know that children, especially at that age, because I was trained to teach these babies, they live what they learn, and they're sponges at this time, and they take every single thing you say, and if you're saying it, that means it's okay for them to repeat it. It's that simple. So the first thing I do, I call them parents. Because they have to fix this.
Interestingly, the same young man in the video, he seemed to show a lot of respect for another seemingly older teacher who heard the commotion and came next door into the classroom where he was disrespecting his teacher, and he calmed down and she ushered him out of that classroom and stuff. But it is not a good thing to even look at. It's upsetting and very disturbing.
And why was the teacher
and the child like that
the
really needs help. More than even punishment, and the teacher must be commended.
For keeping calm.
Maintain the composure, man.
Trust me.
Very important.
All right. We want to thank, of course, Paul, etc.
As big Paul is like.
After a man one called Paul. Paul, etc. You know. Thankfully, I didn't do it in the interview.
Good.
And by the way, his name is spelled P-O-L.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even though it's pronounced, it sound like P-A-U-L.
Which is how they pretty much pronounce it in England.
Paul.
Paul.
So, yeah,
Paul. Yeah, Paul. He was with us talking about the Windrush situation and how he can help. He also sent the website address again, asking us that we remind our listeners of where you can go for help with your situation relating to the Windrush. All right? Found it, Shellz?
I believe it's www.svga Reading, but it's spelled reading, so that's reading.org.uk / and I think it's Windrush.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Paul. And he said he was going to be listening right to the end of the program. So thank you and all the best in the UK. We got our secret sound game, no winner, but we'll do it again tomorrow morning at 7:30. Yeah, get him something tomorrow.
Fourth and final clue.
All right.
And guys, here's another clue. Think simple.
All right.
Simplicity is key.
Yeah.
Simplicity, I need to survive.
That's right.
We thank Rob Orangs for joining us for the UK connection.
Yeah.
And to Mortimer, who was our guest in that segment. Look out for his upcoming album. He says not an EP, but an album coming up soon.
Nice.
We had an interesting and an extended man chat today with a single Jerome Palmer and married Jerome Cowens, looking at the topic of men and dating. And then we had, of course, Constitutionally Speaking with the Office of the Public Defender. Great morning, I thought it was.
Yes.
Sad news of Barbara Gloudon's passing, which is sending a ripple across the broadcasting industry and theatre world and all of that. And we express our condolences once again. We want to thank you guys for your support on the program, and most of all to our Bridge Nation for also being here with us. Thanks to our technical team. And there's a positive note that we wanted to share with you before we go.
That's right. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
That's
Have a
right.
good day, everybody. See you again tomorrow morning. We'll do it all over again.